Hi everybody, welcome to Real Rebel. Today I'm going to talk about the movie John Wick 4. Now, before I start, first of all, I'm trying to record this on my cell phone. I'm trying to make this an easier process. It's been a really long time since I've done one of these videos. I'm trying to make it easier on myself. I'm trying to retire the old camcorder, this very old technology. But so far I'm not liking the sound out of my cell phone. I prefer this because I can use an external mic, but we'll just have to deal with this for now until I figure it out. So John Wick 4. First of all, my husband asked me to go see this movie with him, and I said yes. I've seen all the other John Wick movies, and I went in with extremely low expectations for each one, and I enjoyed them. It delivered what it said it was going to deliver. It's an action movie. It's got Keanu Reeves. He's doing a lot of martial arts and everything, and he's great. He's incredible at that, and it's a nice wild ride, fun popcorn movie, whatever. And so I said, sure, honey, I'll go see John Wick 4. And first question I always ask if we go see a movie in the movie theater is, how long is it? And he says, it's about 2.5 hours. Well, it's actually more like almost 3 hours. And I don't know what happened. At some point, it used to be the standard was about 1 hour and 20 minutes for a horror film, 1 hour and 30 minutes for a comedy, and then for action or drama, it was about 1 hour and 40 minutes. And so I don't know why we feel compelled that we need these long, nearly 2.5, 3 hour movies. It's too long. I don't like it. It Chapter 2 was one that was almost 3 hours long, and it could have easily been 1 hour 45. And I don't know if it was Titanic. I don't know if it was Lord of the Rings. I don't know if people are like, yeah, I want to sit in a movie theater for 3 hours and watch a movie. I don't know where this happened, but I think that if you have a story that justifies that length of time, it's fine, like Lord of the Rings, but this movie doesn't justify it. And so there are several problems with John Wick 4. And like I said, I liked the first 3, so what went wrong here? And first of all, it was ludicrous. All of the action scenes, you see John Wick, he kind of goes into this, what they say in video game world is God mode. So he goes into God mode, and as unbelievable as a lot of the sequences are in the first 3 movies, this one just jumps to absolute unbelievable fantasy land. And there was a scene towards the end of the film, and he falls out of a window. He crashes out of a window, and it's, I don't know, 7, 8 stories up. I don't know, 6, 5, whatever. He flies out of this window and lands on a van below, bounces off, falls to the ground. This is like a really tall van, so he just shloop, shloop, and he gets up. And I burst out laughing, and I actually snort laughed, and I think that some other people in the theater were laughing too. It was just so beyond ridiculous. And I love Keanu Reeves. I think he's really good at this sort of movie, and as were all the other actors in this movie. I thought that they were all really, really good. But the story there was, the plot was whisper thin. There were so many action scenes all tied together. It just seemed like one big long video game. And then at the end, you kind of realize that the whole mission of the movie kind of ends up pointless. And so I was disappointed, unfortunately, in John Wick 4. It didn't go in with high expectations, and my low expectations weren't even met. So I wouldn't recommend seeing this movie. I would give it 2 cat paws, 2 stars, whatever. And there was a movie back in 1985 called Witness with Harrison Ford, and Roger Ebert did. I love Roger Ebert. He's been gone for about 10 years now, and I think that films have suffered a lot since he's been gone. But he said about the movie Witness, which was kind of like a thriller and also a romance, kind of like all in one, and it was a really, really good movie. And a lot of film students study the movie Witness when they're in school. And one of the things he said in his review was, thrillers think that the mechanism of the thriller is to give, I'm sorry, I can't cut here because I'm trying to make this easier on myself, so you're just gonna have to deal with my bloopers in the video. So said that thrillers that think that the mechanism of the thriller is enough to give you a movie. If we have enough gunshots, enough action sequences, and a chase and a big explosion at the end, that's a movie. And that this movie, he was talking about Witness, is a movie that deals with the situation that these people get into and makes these people become involved in that situation. So we have real human beings in here that are dealing with a really tough situation. And in John Wick 4, I just didn't feel any of that. I didn't really feel, I know that it's the fourth movie, and so we should feel connected to this character by now. So you have to give it a little bit of slack for it being a sequel, that you assume that you've seen all the other ones, so you know his John Wick's backstory. But it just seemed like an excuse just to show off a bunch of CGI action sequences and really to make money. This movie was made for one purpose, and that was to make money. It wasn't made to tell a story. And unfortunately, I gotta give it a thumbs down. And I think that the first three movies are interesting to watch. I would definitely skip out on this one. And that's it. Bye.